Hello everybody and welcome back to Vintage Survival. So we're supposed to be doing this episode in July and we were going to be harvesting the triticale, which is actually just there in that field. You can't really see it, it hasn't grown too much yet, but it has germinated. But we've had to stop in February because our money has got to minus £554. The reason for this is because we do have a loan outstanding. It's not a huge loan and it is being repaid on a fairly regular basis. But £405 per month obviously does add up, and July is quite a long way away. We have passed a few months since the previous episode, but yes, we can't really just keep allowing ourselves to get further into debt before we harvest the triticale, which is of course where the money will be coming from. That and the straw, and also eventually some clover as well. I think actually the clover, when I harvested it, it was ready to harvest, but it was not as tall as it could have been. I could have left it another month to get even more out of it. Why did that car just stop there? That's really irritating. Anyway, yeah, I just thought I'd get the combine home because it is now snowing. No desire to leave this in the snow, filling up with snow and getting wet. So, well, I could leave it in here actually. I was going to put it in the shed down there, but actually maybe I will. Maybe I will just put it here. That does work. So anyway, yeah, we'll just tuck this away and we are going to get a contract going because, like I said, we need to make some money. We can't make any money on our own farm, but we can use our machinery to make money on somebody else's farm. Although it's only going to really suffice for 1 month. It's just going to keep us a little bit further out of debt, or yes, not quite so far into serious debt. We're going to have to do cultivation. It's the only thing that we can do at this time of year, I think. Let's just see here. Except for ploughing, that is also cultivation. I don't think we'll plough. I think I was going to do for number 26. It's just gone. Okay, well 35 it is then. 35 must be close. Yeah, 26 needed doing. Yep. Okay. 35. It's a bit further to drive, but it's still good. We will do it. So we need to cultivate 35. I think that is probably the best one to go for. Yeah, we'll accept the contract. Okay, so that'd be £781 for us. It's snowing, it's cold, and we don't want to be spending much time in February. It's also minus 3 degrees, so, well, you'd have thought that the ground is very frozen. But we will hopefully be okay, hopefully. So that will get us back into positive figures today, but as soon as we rest again to go into March, yeah, we'll be back into minus figures. The clover has stopped growing for the winter too. We'll also keep checking the contracts as we go through March, April, May and just see what is going on, but I don't think the triticale will be ready until July, so I suppose June as well. We'll have to keep an eye out for contracts, but there might be a barley harvest or something, or maybe an oilseed rape harvest in June, possibly. Well, it would appear that these farmers do not have snow in their fields, so they must have been out snow ploughing them. Interesting, although that is actually really good. It's probably the contract fields actually. Yeah, because they can't really have snow building up in the contract fields. So the goal for this year, as we're in a new year now, although it does still say year one, is going to be to get a bigger wheeled tractor. That's what we really do need. And to be honest, although this Fiat is very useful, I'm just not the greatest fan of stick drive. Nothing against the mod or the machine itself, just stick drive. It's the same with mowers. I prefer a steering wheel over sticks, like 0-turn mowers. So yeah, we'll have to keep this tractor going for a while because it's going to be difficult to get to the stage where we can afford a wheel tractor which is higher horsepower than this, but the sooner we can the better. And also the other thing about this is of course the speed. It only does 8 miles per hour, and for getting from A to B, it's quite slow. Like even tractors which can only do 15, 16 miles an hour, that's still quite painful. And we're actually half that. So yeah, we want to be upgrading. So we're definitely going to be keeping an eye out. As I said, we are going to be using machines up to 1999, which I know is more of a modern classic than a vintage tractor, but I really would love to get, if we can eventually, one of these. This is like the ultimate goal. Because every time we get a bit of money, chances are it's going to go straight out again on something else, paying for another implement. And yeah, and this is just to show how difficult this series really is. And we own the combine. In the previous series that we did, we didn't even own the combine. We had to pay £1,000 rental every time, which I don't think was too expensive. But the problem was the fields were very small, so it just meant we were paying £1,000 on a regular basis. Anyway, we own the combine, so we don't need to worry about that. We can just focus on buying bigger tractors and implements. Oh, and fields, quite important. Actually, that was quite easy money. We are going to have to also refuel this tractor soon, because on this series, and only this series, I am playing on a higher fuel consumption. So we're like, normally you're on just like low fuel consumption. This is at least normal, and yeah, it's noticeable. Because yeah, when you're playing on low, you very rarely refuel, like really rarely. On normal, we've still done a lot actually. We have done a lot, but yeah, it's still definitely consuming it much faster. So £781, there we go. We could go straight in and do another one. They're all much bigger though, I think. So 39, that must be pretty close to us now. Is that? Yeah, it's much bigger. That would take quite some time. I think I'm just going to hide underneath this tree and we're going to rest because yeah, it would be nice to get a different set of contracts. We're back into negative figures again, unfortunately, minus 580. Just trying to keep it not too low. But we are repaying the loan, of course. It's starting to look a little bit more spring-like. The clover will be growing, but it's definitely not fully grown. No, just growing. Let's have a look here. So plenty of ploughing contracts. We could do ploughing. No more cultivation ones, I don't think. I'll just update it again. And there is a sowing one for number 86. I don't really fancy the sowing ones. 86, where's that then? Crikey, there's a lot of fields. There's so many fields. 86 is, it must be somewhere around here. 83, 85, that's looking promising. 86, there it is. It's the one we harvested, blimey. Yeah, that would be quite a big field for our drill. Our drill is quite small. But I do see we have a ploughing one here. 78. Let's have a look at 78. It's going to be quite a bit further away, I think. It's not too far, I suppose. Although, yeah, again, in this tractor it would be quite a drive. Well, we can just keep getting further and further into debt and then just harvest in July. Maybe it's for the best, actually. Otherwise, we are just going to be chasing the map around, trying to find jobs. Because then, yeah, if we get to the summer, we can then do multiple harvest jobs, and then that should really recover all of our money. In fact, we could just get to June, hope for the best that we do have a harvest job, and then get the combine rolling. So, yeah, we'll do that. We'll just park this here, and I will see you in June. Hello, welcome back. So, yes, the clover is definitely looking more grown. I think that is probably fully grown now. It looks to be. But what is the situation? 15 is still growing, and it looks like it might actually be August when that is ready. That's a shame, but it was be very interesting to see the triticale in this later stage of its growth. We're minus 3,010, so it could be worse. It won't be that hard to repay that. Of course, we don't want to be getting into trouble with the banks, but yep, that is definitely a different crop type. It looks different. Looks much different. Looking forward to it though. Really, really looking forward to doing triticale. So anyway, contracts, that's what we're looking at. Fertilising, cultivating and ploughing. Oh joy. Well, we could do fertilising. The thing is, commuting to and from the store is super slow. You see the problems that we have. We definitely have problems. Oh, crikey. What do we do? I think we have to move to July. Well, if we move to July though, I suppose we should be able to get some harvest jobs from somebody else. There we go. We're in July. So we could do a huge job in field number 5. That must be big for our combine. Oh, 15 is ready. Blimey, it was ready the next month. Wow. But field number 5, let's just take a look at it anyway. Field number 5 is, where do these numbers start? Here's some low numbers. I'm probably looking straight at it. It happens all the time. Oh, they're over here. Well, we could. Well, I think what we'll do is we'll harvest our field. That is the priority. We do need to get our own field done. We're probably going to have to sell the crops straight off the field as well. We don't have storage and we can't afford to store because we need to get that money back in. And then what we could do is put it on a worker, and then a worker could harvest that field whilst I do the mowing of the clover again. So we actually can get £1,182, which is a very, very good price. Wow. I'm guessing that it's okay to sell to there without having to do anything else. Does seem to be exceptionally higher. Yeah, should be. Like sometimes it says the BGA and stuff, and you have to buy the BGA. But no, that is looking very promising. So let's get over to field number 15. Let's go and harvest our own field of triticale. And hopefully it's yielded really, really well. And we can make lots and lots of money. It's never a great start to harvest when you crash the combine before you've even got out of the shed. But that's how things end up on my farm. Oh dear. And we do have the windrower now as well, so I should be able to windrow these swaths into neater ones if I make a bit of a mess. Of course, with the header being so narrow, we are going to be producing a lot of swaths, and it'll be more of just like a spread because they're so close together. Yeah, I can't quite see the swath yet. First person view, I think I'll lift the reel a bit, there we go. Quite a tall crop actually. It should be generating a lot of straw. Once we get around this corner, we should be able to see what we've produced. Yeah, that is a good swath. It's a good height to that. And already, almost 20% full. It's looking good. Yes, I do want this series to be a great success, and I'm going to try and do lots and lots of episodes on it so that we can actually make some progress. If it's just like one episode a week like I did with the previous series, then you do a little bit, and then you got another 6 days to wait. I did 2 episodes a week. I did back to back. I think so. Some occasions it might have been 7 days between. Well, we'll just have a quick break because it's been so strenuous so far. There we go though, we are definitely going to be getting a good amount of straw bales from this. That is nice. So there we have it everybody, triticale. Nice to give it a go, and as I said, if you pronounce it a different way, that's fair enough. It seems there are 3 ways of pronouncing it. The more I think about wanting a bigger wheeled tractor, the more desperate I get. I really, really want to get one pretty soon, because it's more the travel speed, it's the working speed and everything. It's just so slow, and we really, really do. I keep getting achievements. I'm sure I've got these achievements so many times in the past. I keep achieving them again. Hooray! Anyway, yes, we do need to get one. I think we'll probably just have to take out a big loan as soon as we know we can repay it properly, because currently having minus 3,800 is not a great sign, and it's kind of depressing. So we do need to turn all that around, and that was only for a forage wagon. Not even an expensive piece of machinery. It was old as well. Of course it's old. It's vintage survival, Daggerwin, that'd be stupid. Anyway, yes, we are almost full again. The trailer's pretty much full. We obviously can't put it on a worker because we have no money. So we're going to have to trundle to the sell point. And, well, actually, maybe just after the first load we'll be in positive figures again. That would be nice. That's pretty much full. Yep. Just hold a bit more than I thought. But that is done. Okay. This tractor does do 1 mile per hour more than the other one. So, to the sell point. Let's go. And yeah, I don't think we do need to windrow. These swaths are a good enough distance apart for us to use the forage wagon or ideally a baler. Ooh, getting excited for this, because yes, we have 3,650 litres here, and we're getting over £1,000 for each 1,000 litres, so we're going to immediately be pulling straight out of debt and into some much better figures. Ah, it's a good sight. Right, so that was £4,288. Obviously, all that's done really is just get us out of debt, but the next one, that's going to be a proper money maker. All these machines from FS09 and 11. It's like I said before, it's nice to see them. It feels like yesterday I was playing. Well, it feels like yesterday that FS11 was released. I remember it as if it was yesterday. In fact, the same with FS09. Crikey. And then FS09 Gold Edition. Remember all the hype that was surrounding that in the forums. FSUK or LSUK as it was called at the time. Ah, good times. Also, this is field number 34 here, but 35 looks the same. It's a shame that whoever owns these fields has got no respect for them. Or maybe just no plans for them, actually. Yes, much more likely they don't have any plans for them yet. All my cultivation work, though, look what they've done. They've let all the weeds grow. They'll probably be cultivating it again in the autumn to put a winter crop in. I would have thought that'd be my guess. Yeah, it is. It's the travelling which is taking all the time. Also, we do have a diesel refill point near the store or at the store, so next time we go and pick something up with the Fiat, we will refuel if we can afford it, but hopefully we can. Nice bit of shade here. I was going to say it'd be a good place to leave the tractor, but it's got no cab, so it's not going to get hot. Well, I suppose the seat would get hot. Anyway, we've got a bit more left in the combine. Let's just put that there. Start the engine, and we'll continue. Now, we probably will, yes, I think we will be able to get the rest of this field into the next trail load. So it looks like it's going to be about 2 trail loads in total, although some of that first load has gone into there. It's going to be close, actually. We might be just squeezing it in, or there'll be just a little bit too much. We will see. Although on this occasion I wouldn't actually mind if we have a little bit too much, because the more the better, and obviously the more we have, the more we make. So anyway, let's get this Matthew Ferguson 87 underway again, and let's make some money. And then we can go and do that contract if it's still available. The farmer might have done the harvesting themselves, we'll have to see, but a worker will have to do that. And I really need to be here, ideally picking up straw, although it is July, straw will be almost at its worst price, but I don't think we're going to be able to worry too much about that sort of thing. Yes, it's just going to be normal straw. Yes, it's almost as low as it can go. 104, lowest is 99-ish. Oh well. It's all extra. If we had a baler, we could bale it and store it. But that would be £17,000, and we are not going to be getting £17,000 from this field. Fairly confident that it's all going to fit in. So what we will do is we'll put this into the trailer, and then we're going to head straight off with the combine to the other field if it's still available, as mentioned. I think it will be. Not much time has passed. Good, that's a nice fit. And let's see here. Contracts, harvesting field number 5, that is good pay. Yes, accept. There it is. So the best way of getting to that is going to be, I guess, taking that track there. It is saying something when our fastest vehicle is a combine harvester. We have 2 tractors and the combine is still faster than both. It's quite amazing. Actually, this speed is acceptable. If the tractors were this speed, that would be okay. But yeah, when the fastest is 9, that's hard work. But it wasn't supposed to be easy. It is called vintage survival. Survival meaning, of course, that it's not easy to keep surviving, not easy to keep the farm going. It'd be even more difficult if I go crashing into cars. So, yeah, that's the turning now on the right. We shall take that turning, and we shall locate the field. I just hope the worker is going to be able to get on okay. It should be able to. I will just double check that I have switched off those settings. I don't think I have. So it'll probably be buying diesel as we go, which is just no good. Oh, I did turn them off. Wow. I'm amazed. I usually don't. It looks like we have a river here. Never been down here before. Just a little stream, but it does look nice. I think it is, you know, it is one of the most natural feeling maps that I've played on in the whole of FS. I just love all of the greenery. Okay, so this is the track. Looks like not many vehicles do come down here. There's an old stack of straw. And I believe that this is the field just here. It is. Barley field. So we'll put the combine on a worker. There we go, we've got the worker. And hopefully they just keep following that orientation. That'd be good. But we need to floor it. Oh, I thought it was more full than that. Only 64%. It looks almost full. Crikey. Yeah, let's get to the sell point. Get this sold, and then we need to go and unload the combine. It's no doubt going to be full and waiting for us. Ooh, a van. Speed and power to get out in front of it. Oh, look at me go. What a speedy getaway. This tractor would be amazing in a police chase. great opportunity to refuel. So from our field, we must have got about £5,000–6,000. Well, six or seven, I would say, actually. Yeah, so there is the diesel. When I first came into the yard, I looked at the minimap. I could see the marker, the little blue dot, and I was looking around to see where the diesel tank actually is, which corresponds to the blue dot. I was looking at that building, and I thought, they haven't seriously used a water cooler, water dispenser, as the diesel tank. My mind is crazy. Right, okay, we're refueling. I couldn't see the diesel tanks, that's the problem. I could just see that white building with the black roof. I will give it a full tank because I just can't see us changing this tractor in the super near future. And it was only 250, but I suppose on this series 250 is a lot of money. Anyway, this is going to be super slow getting to the field, so I'll see you when we get there. Okay, the worker got super confused and just stopped. This is what we really shouldn't have an issue with in 25, at least I seriously hope we're not going to have an issue in 25. Stop combine, your forward speed is faster than my reverse speed. It really is, please, please. I can see this going on forever. We'll reach the top and I still won't have caught up. Okay, let's just stop it then. I know it doesn't need it just yet, but we might as well unload it, otherwise yeah, we'll be driving all the way up there. Although we'll probably be driving all the way up there anyway, as the tank isn't huge, and I think I've probably bitten off more than I can chew with this field. It's much bigger than I thought. But when it is done, we'll actually make a lot of money, because not only will we get £5,000 for the contract, but also probably at least 5,000 again, maybe even 10,000 for the excess grain. But I can see it being a huge job, so I think I have probably made a mistake. Anyway, let's just go and clear some straw and yeah, try and keep an eye on the combine as much as I can. We've got to make the money for that Massey Ferguson. I want that tractor. Even if it's just the lowest spec, I want that tractor. I think it'd be perfect. Absolutely perfect. Okay, so the combine is full. We've done that. My tractor is full with straw, and we need to travel every time to there. We can't go on like this. We're just gonna have to go for it. We're just gonna have to buy the tractor. What speed has it got? 26 miles per hour. Oh, wow. It's like the equivalent feeling of when you've been out in the heat, like 35 degrees, and then you come into a nice air-conditioned room. Yes, we've gone from 8 miles per hour to 26 miles per hour. That would just be incredible. It's, as standard, 58,460. We will, of course, upgrade it as we go. It's 135 horsepower, but we can get 155 out of it, along with some other configurations and stuff. We'll just go with the bare minimum. And the bare minimum on this is still like huge. So £58,460 loan. That's what we'll be taking out. I'm going to try and spread it over 3 years, which I think is fair enough. Actually, let's just do 60 because that just makes more sense. 3-year loan, monthly repayment of £17.95, which I think again is realistic. There's nothing unrealistic about that at all. So there we go. We have bought it, but here we go. I'm going to go off on a tangent here and say I'm still not happy. I'm still not happy because we need to have 2, because we're carting from 2 different locations. But no, we could, obviously they're not going to have 2. It's because we can't lease. Obviously I would lease them normally, but we just can't do that either. So there it is. Ah, I didn't want a number plate. I know, I'm never satisfied, but no, let's put it back into the trigger here. Let's take, oh, I don't know why I've done that. Let's take this number plate off. Where's the marker? Where's the marker? Is it actually inside? It must be. There's a big arrow on the wall, so that makes perfect sense. Wow, that's really nice. I like that. It's really well detailed. An 8110. Now we are going to pick this harvest up in the next episode. We're not going to be doing much more today. We are pretty much done. But I think, well, actually, for the first harvesting job we did, it was only worth, what, a few £100, and we made about £1,000, or maybe even more, from the extra grain. So if this is worth £5,000, then maybe it will be something crazy like £20,000 extra that we get. Oh, look at the speed. It's fast. We have a fast tractor. Oh, this is so good. Well, sorry madam. I think what we'll do, first of all, is just deal with the tractor and trailer. Yeah. And then I suppose we could sell the Fiat. Is somebody's oh no. I've really messed up. Finally, I made it. Of course, there's no sat-nav in this era. Yes, no we won't, because I've literally just said about the refilling of the diesel, and we probably will need it actually. We will need the power whilst we're doing something else with this tractor, so we will keep hold of it, and it's probably not even worth that much. The combine, obviously, is way too small for this field. It will do it. It will definitely do it, but it's going to take so much unloading. I'm in heaven with this tractor. We'll have to get two. I guess the next thing to be changed will be the trailer, because it is only 3,800 litres. Maybe the John Deere will be the one to go. Like, it's nice to have it, and it's a very, very unique machine. But from an actual making money perspective, it's not really good enough, because it doesn't have hydraulics or a 3-point linkage. So it can literally just tow this little trailer and the forage wagon. It does have a PTO though, so that's definitely something in its favour. Right, okay, well, there we go. I don't know what's going to happen with this field, because we really do need to have two faster tractors, or just one bigger trailer. How much would a bigger trailer be? Right, no more loans at the moment, but just out of interest. 10,000 litres for £12,000. Yeah, that's probably the one we'd go for then. Probably. I would say so. That makes perfect sense. Or 15 for 18. One of these anyway. These just seem like the obvious one to go for. Really, this is going to be a full-time job, just chasing the combine. Because I think it's actually yielding extremely high as well. It looks like it's probably fully fertilised, this field. Yep, I have made a mistake, haven't I? Well, it's not a mistake, it's actually a really good mistake. Once it's done, we're going to make so much money. But the actual job, there's a serious amount of work, and that combine is not the fastest. We might as well start tootling over to the sell points. But yes, we are going to have to use the Massey Ferguson on this as well next time. I think next time, yes, we'll be able to catch up. What we'll probably do is put this tractor... We'll put this tractor back on the trailer, and then we'll get the Massey Ferguson over here. We'll clear this field, get this job done, and I'll keep sort of tabbing backwards and forwards from this one with the combine, and then eventually we can get the Massey Ferguson back onto the trailer, hopefully. And also we'll have more money in by then, so we will hopefully be able to upgrade the trailer. So that's the plan. Yeah, next episode we'll finish the harvest, we'll clear the straw, we'll buy a new trailer, we'll sell the red one, and, well, I say we'll sell it. I think you can reconfigure it to be a flatbed, so we might reconfigure it or sell it. It just depends what I think is most suitable at the time. But yeah, definitely progressing, and this is just one of those things that we've got to do. We always get into a position like this in vintage survival. You've got to do these extreme things, otherwise we get nothing done. The combine's full. So it's been full 3 times and it still hasn't made it to the end. Which does say quite a lot. That'll get it going again. So we'll just sell this load, just find out exactly where we're going to. Ooh, how do we get there? That's a long way to go. With the wrong speed of vehicle, this map is huge. It's absolutely massive. But I love it. One of my favourite maps, definitely, that I've played on 22. Come on, John Deere. We're almost there. Finally. To make what? £300? It was almost worth the time. I mustn't be too critical. Actually, that was quite good. That was quite good. £880. Okay, so that can stay there now. That's full again. Joy, Ray. And we'll go and empty this so we're nice and empty, ready for next time. So it was flashing a marker. It's over there. Okay, so it's also a very, very long way to the sell point. So there was no chance, absolutely zero chance of ever doing this with John Deere or the Fiat. And really, you'd want to be using like super modern stuff with 50k, 60k gearboxes. But this is vintage survival. Yep, this is as fast I would have thought that we can go. There might be a 40k. This must. Oh, no, sorry, this is 40k, isn't it? This is a 40k gearbox. But it might be 50k. Like, the old JCB Fast Tracks must have been 50k, I would have thought. Yeah, it's just the size of the trailer really that makes the distance a problem, otherwise it'll be fine. It's just a tiny trailer. But once we've sold the straw, we can find out exactly what sort of size trailer we can afford, and that will determine which trailer we buy, and that'll be next time. So really looking forward to that. This tractor should be able to pull quite a big trailer really, in comparison to the one we've got currently. So thank you so much for watching, hopefully you've enjoyed this episode, and until next time, see you again very soon. Bye for now.